Um, let's introduce ourselves and our characters. We're gonna start off from the left to the right with Varion.
I'm Chris. Varion is a wood elf fighter. Um, Mercenary background, former mercenary with Lord's Alliance, so it's just a small job, not adventuring. Just FYI, I've never actually played online before, um, so it's the first time I've used Fantasy Grounds. Think I did everything right, but anyway, that's it.
Oh, this is Glenn. I'm playing blue. Like I said, I'm gonna actually try a druid. So we'll see how this goes. It might go bad, might go good. We'll find out together, right? Oh, and Drew's a blues human druid.
Oh, hello there. Hey, so I have this small voice and I'm very small, have big eyes, but my parents are high elves and all the my high elves neighbors and family here always think I'm super weird and oh geez, I hope someday that will change. Yeah, I'm a wizard and yeah, I've been in the arena and I fought. Yes, I fought with those daggers. Yeah, so
Hello, I'm Bruce, and I'm playing Osgrim. Osgrim is a hill dwarf that's part of the Order of the Gauntlet. Um, he is a cleric, a light cleric of Mordrin, and he usually thinks before rushing into battle. Um, that's not very typical for dwarves, but his goal is to make sure everybody that's with him in the party returns back safely. And that's about it.
Alrighty, I'm Gail and I'll be playing Aurea. Aurea is Era Genasi, and while she's been very close to family. Recently, she decided to set out on her own path, so she abandoned her family obligations in search of curious sights and the shiny. And she is part of Emerald Enclave, and she is of the mercenary background, so she enjoys going off and fighting bandits and checking their treasure and loot, and also she is prone to bouts of rage because she is a barbarian. That'd be it.
My name is Eric. I'm playing Torga. She's a level 1 fighter, mountain dwarf, and she is also a mercenary veteran.
We could be a band of mercenary vets.
Interesting.
oh, I forgot to tell you my name. I'm Ashhart.
All right, so you guys arrive at Red Larch. Red Larch is a town on the long road, a few days travel north of Waterdeep and a few days travel south of Tribor. It's a way stop for caravans coming to or from the cities of the north, with an inn named the Swinging Sword and a tavern called the Helm of High Sun, and many craftspeople who cater to travelers. And there's a few important people you need to know about in Red Larch. You have Eldras Tantor. He's the local blacksmith. And I have no idea what that means. And you also have Endrich Valin Valivo. He is a merchant who sells all sorts of goods on his shop. He's also a harper contact for anyone that's a harper.
What brought us into Red Larch?
Well, you guys were actually traveling with one of the caravans that was on its way to Red Larch. And they kind of told you a bit about some of the people here, because this caravan comes from Waterdeep, actually. Makes a few stops here at Red Larch every now and then. And when they stop here, they get to meet the people, and they spend a lot of their time drinking at the tavern. You guys were hired to, as adventurers, you were hired to guard them on their way here.
Sorry, are we starting out on this job, or are we just finishing it and getting paid?
You're just finishing it there. You guys, out of the kindness of your heart, since you kind of were traveling this way, ended up just doing it for free.
Considering we're mercenaries, I think we would have liked to get paid, but we'll kind of like hand wave and be like, yeah, no, fine, goodness of our hearts, yes, yes.
You told them to go ahead and basically pass the pass the word along to people.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, sales. Mm.
You know, this is actually structured very, very, very crappy. So I'm trying to actually see where your quest begins. I apologize.
Don't worry.
You guys can see all the map, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, as you guys are in Red Larch and hanging out in the tavern, you kind of hear a few rumors about some goings on around the town and things that you might want to investigate and maybe get paid for. Um, and as you guys also came into the town, you noticed hills partitioned into fields and pastures by fieldstone fences or hedges surround Red Larch. A mile or so outside the town, cultivated areas give way to unspoiled wilderness. Miles of hills, woods, and grassland stretch on as far as the eye can see, filled with plentiful wildlife.
Do we all want to head to the inn?
And
Let's go.
Sounds good to me.
actually,
Yep, good plan.
hang on one second. Yeah, as you guys are heading to the end, you're actually stopped by Constable Harbuck. He introduces you and he goes, "I've heard rumors of a bandit lair south of town. Would you fellow adventurers be interested in checking it out and helping us out a little bit?"
A what layer?
Yeah, what
A
type of layer was that again?
bandit's lair.
Sure. If the rest of my party is willing to go.
I put an arm on my waist and I turn towards him, going, "Yes, definitely. How much money is involved?"
You can keep whatever you find in the bandit lair.
My eyes light up. I'm like, "Oh yes, yes. Okay, sure. Cut me in."
What are you inciting, William?
Maybe I was doing a little meta. I was thinking about the black guards and like a lot of people that want to screw you. To give you a false mission.
No, he's not giving you a mission. He's basically just telling you he's telling you a rumor he heard. And give me a second.
Can you give us more detailed descriptions, like old by the old tree, or in the caves, or then just kind of south of here, there's bandits?
He points out he hands you a map showing you hands you guys a map showing you this.
As he shows the map, I put a hand on his shoulder and I turn towards him and I say, "I have just one question. Are these goblins?"
No.
Great.
The
Good to hear.
rumor says they're human. The bandit lair is in this location where the circle is.
I
Like bears
understand
and
this.
bows?
Yep.
I understand this is a rumor, but has any incidents happened around the town or on the way to town that makes you nervous about bandits?
Yes, there's been a few caravans coming through that area that have been attacked by bandits. They say they always see them running off in that direction.
How long of a trip is that? Especially being as we're probably on foot.
Um, it's
Or
about
should I
five.
say we're traveling by boot?
It's about 5 miles. I would say, but I'm not good with this with traveling time on foot. I would say it'd take you about maybe 10 hours by foot. It is kind of middle of the morning too. I would say like 9ish in the morning.
I think we can make good time if we head out pretty early. So yeah.
Should we head out then?
Yeah, I'm good
Why
with it.
not?
Because if we go into the tavern, we're not coming back out again until this
Nope.
evening. We'll be
What do you
done.
mean evening? Next day. Next day.
What do you mean bandits attack the caravans again? I thought we hired somebody for that.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna head out?
Yep.
In a brush-choked dell a short distance from the Crane Road, in a makeshift camp in front of a cave entrance, four surly humans sharpen their blades around the fire. Nearby is a wagon of wood cage atop. Inside the cage, a black bear paws hangs at the bars. And you guys see four bandits. And there's a black bear hanging in a cage, and you see kind of his like foot outside.
Oh, so it's not like a trophy or something.
No, yeah,
It's actually attached to the rest of the bear.
yeah. I'm sorry, I read a little faster and I skipped the part where it says inside the cage.
Right, I was just about to ask you if there was any significance I might know of to guys with bear paws.
So William says 5 miles would take you 2 hours at a normal pace. I'll go with that. It takes you 2 hours to get there. It's now 11 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna do Theater of the Mind. So what are you guys gonna do? You're still you can see them. They haven't noticed you. You guys are still kind of like in the brush.
Does the black bear look injured or healthy?
He just looks sad being in a cage.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll me a perception, and I'll to see if he's injured or not.
oh, I'm excellent at that. Wait, why did I roll twice?
Yeah, I'd like to see if he's injured too.
Uh, as far as you and Osgrim can tell, he's not injured. I cannot pronounce your character's name, Gale.
Oh, Aurea.
Aurea. You can't really tell from where you're at. He looks just fine to you.
Okay. And now I'm beginning to wonder, oh, is he a pet of theirs that they set out on wandering adventurers?
Does it look like the bear is like set off from the rest of the guys sitting around the fire, or is he like right next to him?
He's in a cage in a wagon, like really close to them.
So we could conceivably sneak up to the bear without them spotting us? Like they're not like sitting right there?
No, they're sitting right there. Like you'd have to actually walk by them to get there.
I am wondering, they are in front of a cave entrance, and I'm wondering if they are just like guards and there are more bandits inside.
Genasi don't
I
have.
would like to walk back and cast Mage Armor myself, walking back to so my voice it doesn't sound as loud.
Roll me a stealth check. As you actually think you're whispering, you're not. You're speaking pretty loud the incantations to mage armor, and as you touch yourself and cast mage armor on you, the rest of you notice that the bandits turn and look your way. Everybody go ahead and roll me initiative. I'll say you guys are like 25 feet away from the bandits. Ashhart, you're first.
Oh, yes. So,
Can you guys see the party sheet and everything?
yeah. So, is there two bandits adjacent to one another?
No, they're pretty spread out around the campfire.
Okay, I'll use the one closest to us, and I'll assume that's bandit 1.
Okay. Yeah, you cast it
No,
twice.
I don't want to hit myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you will. You will actually hit bandit 1.
I'm sorry, which map are we using?
There is no map. We're doing Theater
Okay.
of the Mind. And the only reason we're doing Theater of the Mind is because I actually don't have. There is no map for this on this thing.
No problem. I
And-
just want to make sure I wasn't screwing up.
And then we'll move back.
Okay.
Alright, I will draw my scimitar, and I will use a produce flame spell to try and hit bandit number 1 with a mote of fire. Woo! 2 damage! I'll take like a good 5-foot step back, so I'm like 30 feet away from him.
Okay. As you guys break into him, violence and the bandits are attacking you guys. You guys notice the bear kind of pull its paws up, and it gets up and takes a few steps back in its cage, and then comes ramming forward into the door of the cage.
Whoa.
And the door kind of buckles a little bit but doesn't open, but you can see after it rams into the cage, you see a spike that the bandits have set into the position where the lock is kind of jiggle a little bit. The cage really isn't locked, it's just spiked closed. This bandit here, you notice him, bandit 1, Ashhart, he pulls out a light crossbow and takes aim at you.
No.
And he will shoot you with the light crossbow and miss. The arrow flies wide and sticks into some brambles that are next to you. Bandit 2, seeing everything that happens, also pulls out a crossbow and takes a shot at Osgrim. With his smallish looking crossbow, he fires at you for a miss. Bandit 3, noticing the Air Genasi Barbarian, will take a shot with his crossbow at you, Araya, for a miss. And Bandit 4 will actually fire at you, Torga. Oof. And his arrow bites deep into you, knocking you unconscious. Araya, your turn.
Okay, I turn towards Osgrim and I go, "Are you good for Torga?"
Actually,
As I watch
Torga was standing right next to Osgrim.
Oh, perfect. And I'm like, okay, you've got Torga. And then I'm gonna rush forward, and I actually wanted to pull that spike out of the cage and take a leap of faith, hoping that the bear was a prisoner. And I don't know whether that'll be an object interaction or my action, but either way I'm doing it. and bonus action rage, and I will turn towards I will sort of turn myself so that I'm facing the opening cage as well as the rest of the bandits, because I know I'm gonna be hit next. So yeah.
Okay, you knock the spike out and open the cage, and you hear the bear kind of growl, really lets out a ferocious growl, and you see him kind of start moving a little bit forward.
Awesome. And I basically make a way for him to come out or it to come out, and then I'm turned towards the rest and bonus action, rage, and then.
Yep. Varian, your turn. Chris?
Oh, sorry. Wasn't pressing my button. Nobody's moved up into combat. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a bandit 2 with my longbow.
Okay. Actually,
Seems-
Araya has moved up into melee range with them.
Yes, I think I'm surrounded by bandits right now.
No, there's only 2 of them near you.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You're actually between 3 and 4.
Alrighty.
They were the closest ones to the cage.
In that case, I'm going to run up to bandit 2, draw my short swords.
2 or 3?
3, sorry. That's
Okay.
what I targeted there.
That's a hit.
And then I did 2 weapon fighting, so my hand as well.
That is also a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage for both. With your first attack, your main hand attack, you stab at the bandit with your short sword and barely do any damage. You just manage to scratch him with it, but with your second one, you get a good stab and you're able to hurt him. Torga, you failed that death save.
Okay.
Osgren. Torga is laying on the floor right next to you with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest.
Yeah,
Or her chest.
I reach down and touch her to heal her.
Okay. You're casting Cure Wounds?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
As Torga's kind of laying there unconscious and groaning, when you touch her with the radiant energy passing from you to her, she sucks in a deep breath and her eyes pop wide open.
I'm going to use a bonus action and cast Healing Word on her as well.
Cannot.
Oh, I can't.
Get
Never
any
mind.
additional for being a life cleric?
Oh yeah, you actually.
Because I think
It's
2 plus your level, so
Yeah.
3 or something.
2 plus the spell level. So
Yeah.
it's 2 plus the spell level would be an extra 3. So you're actually. I fixed it.
Plus your wisdom.
No, I don't think Cure Wounds is plus.
No, it's not Wisdom.
Cure Wounds doesn't add your wisdom. At least I don't think Cure Wounds adds your wisdom.
I think it does.
I thought it did. Let me double check.
Bless Healer doesn't kick in for me until 6th level.
Nope. Level 1 Life Cleric, you add 2 plus
Oh, yeah, I
your
read more.
and it is plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So it is plus, what's your wisdom at? Plus 3?
Yes.
Yeah, you almost heal Torga back
So
to
another 6.
to full. Yeah, I fixed it.
I say you should be getting some serious mileage out of those cure spells.
Yeah, I need to update my heal spells.
I'll fix it for you. Go ahead and mark off that
Thank you.
that spell slot.
Just did.
Okay. And
And with that, I'm done.
next is Ashart.
Any bandit adjacent to one another? Maybe they change position or something.
No, they kind of stayed where they were at and just started shooting arrows, crossbow bolts at you guys.
So I'm sending a skeletal hand toward Bandit 1. And it grapples it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I move back.
Okay, so relatively speaking, Blue should be about 30 feet away from the bear cage.
Yes.
Is that about right?
Yes. You
going-
saw that Oriah ran up in there and opened that bear cage.
I'm going to move up to the bear cage, and I'm going to attempt to calm the bear so it doesn't attack us. It attacks the bandits, its captors instead. Can I roll an animal handling on that?
Yeah, as you walk up to the bear and you kind of notice that he looks like he's very really hungry. But yeah, go ahead and roll me that animal handling. Oh yeah, you managed to, with your druid skills, you managed to talk him down, and he seems to kind of not pay attention to you and Araya, and he seems to be eyeing the bandits.
As a bonus action, can I grab something to eat out of my pack and toss it in the cage, or is that too much?
That will be your free action, and yes, you can. Actually, no, that'll be
I will do that.
that will be your bonus action.
Sure, sold.
What are you throwing at him?
I imagine I probably got some dried fruit and beef jerky in there.
One of your rations.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and remove a ration from your inventory, and as you throw it at him, you notice that he kind of scarfs it down, and he jumps out of the cage and lands right next to Bandit 1. And as he lands next to Bandit 1, you see him make he attempts to bite at him. He misses with the first bite, still being a little hungry. That ration didn't seem as though it helped him much, but his second bite is also a miss. Damn. And then you see him kind of stand up on his 2 feet and comes down and takes a swipe at the bandit with his claws, missing. This bandit here, Bandit 1, seeing the bear, is kind of scared. He drops his light crossbow and pulls out his scimitar and takes a swing at the bear, landing a solid hit on the bear.
No!
But he thought his hit was solid, and instead of really slashing the bear, kind of scratches the bear and angers the bear even more. You hear the bear let out a deep roar right into the bandit's face. Bandit 2, seeing that this bear came out of his cage, takes aim with his crossbow and pops a shot at the bear and hits. And this arrow, his bolt sinks deep into the bear. Bandit 3, seeing you standing right next to him, Araya drops his crossbow and swings at you with his scimitar.
Picking on poor Boo Boo.
Bandit 4, kind of a little scared, will actually take a couple of steps back and provoke on you, Araya.
Ooh, yay, okay. I was very nervous for a moment because I was like, oh crap, I raged, but then I didn't actually hit anything. Oh god, oh god. So, yay, thank you!
Yep.
And
That is a hit. That is a solid hit. Oh, you're using a rapier?
I am, because I'm like a dex and strength, so
Yeah.
I actually just do like 1 more damage when I'm raging.
As
compared
he's
to when I'm not.
as he's taking a few steps back from you, you come out with your rapier and stab him right in the leg. You see him kind of limp a little bit as he continues to walk away from you. But he shoots with his arrow. He shoots towards Ashheart, seeing that Ashheart has been casting a lot of spells his way. Or casting a lot of spells at the bandits. And that is a solid hit. Are you
I think I'll shield that.
Okay. What is your AC with
16
shield?
plus 5, 21.
Yep, that's a miss. Araya, your turn.
Awesome. So I will actually well, no, there's one next to me as well, right? The other one.
Yes,
So
Bandit
I will
3 is
not
still next to you.
provoke. I will attack Bandit 3 with my rapier, which is,
That's a hit.
and that one is dying, and I will make my way towards the other one so that I am in melee distance and disadvantage. So that would be my turn.
As you turn towards Bandit 3, you plunge your rapier right into the middle of his chest. The blade bypasses the ribs and goes straight into his heart, and then you pull it out, and out of that little hole, a little bit of blood gushes out, and your rapier is full of blood as you turn and walk towards the other bandit.
Could I, as I walk towards the other bandit, could I turn towards the bear and go, food, right there! So that he's not actually attacking and provoking it more aggro and just getting some food.
The bear kind of just growls and
Okay.
roars. Doesn't seem to understand you. Varian, your turn.
All right. Bandit 4 was standing by. Bandit 3 is now dead, right?
Oh well, Bandit 4 actually walked away from where he was standing. He walked.
Okay.
He walked his full movement 30 feet back.
Okay. I can move that far. So I'm gonna go ahead and go after Bandit 4 and run up to him.
Okay. Oh, you were standing next to him?
Yeah, because 3 and 4 were together, right?
Yeah, you should have spoke up. I'd have given you an opportunity attack on 4.
No, no worries. I can get it selected. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my short swords.
Nope, that's a solid hit.
And second.
You actually hit,
Oh,
you hit
yeah,
both of them.
sorry.
Yeah, you with the first sword, your main hand, you don't really stab at him this time. You kind of put the blade up against his throat and just slit his throat, and he crumbles to the floor, profusely bleeding from his jugular. Are you an elf? Yeah. You actually
I'm
have.
gonna move up to Bandit 1 and attack it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Osgrim, your turn.
Okay. Well, I just noticed too. I have the life domain spells of bless and cure wounds
Yes.
for the first level. I'm going to use the cure wound as that, so I don't mark it off of my spell slots.
No, yeah, you still have to mark it off on your spell slots.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just when it says that, it means those are automatically always prepared for you,
Gotcha.
and they don't count against the total number of spells that you can prepare.
Okay. I'm going to use my cantrip on bandit number 1.
Which cantrip?
I'm sorry, I need to remove
I got it.
Torga. I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
I removed Bandit 2 by mistake. On Bandit number 1?
Yes.
Go ahead and retarget Bandit number 1 because I removed it by mistake, and then cast it.
All right, casting.
He succeeds. As your holy fire comes raining down on him while you were praying from your god, he manages to quickly jump out of the way and not take any damage from it.
Alrighty.
Which, by the way, who is your deity?
Morden.
Okay. Excellent.
So Ashard will keep going back, almost at the limit of chill touch.
Okay.
He will send a skeletal hand again toward Bandit 1.
Okay. That is a miss.
And misses, but he's confident the bolt won't hit so easily himself.
As you cast that spell, you kind of botch it a little bit as it's not really ingrained in your memory all too well, and you end up miscasting that spell. Blue, your turn.
All right, I'm going to use reduce fire to try to hit bandit number 1 with another mote of flame.
Uh,
There's only
where,
so manly mote
where
of flame
actually,
can sound.
where actually are you standing? Because I think you were by the bear.
I was by the bear cage, yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's far enough. You're not. You don't have any enemies adjacent.
I mean, if I'm within 5 feet, I'll just plain stab them, but...
Yeah, no. The two bandits that would have been near you are kind of dead.
Okay.
That is a hit.
Oh, I got him.
You,
I got him.
Yeah, you create this little mote of flame and toss it at Bandit 1, scorching his face. The black bear will move over towards Bandit 2, and he's going to make 2 bite attacks. First one hitting. Second one also hitting. And then he stands up on his 2 legs again and rears down at Bandit number 2 with his claws. And you see that as he kills Bandit 2, he just begins eating the corpse. And that's it. What are you guys gonna do?
While I'm still raging, I'm going to run into the cave.
I'm walking toward the party.
You run into this dark cave and you can't see within a few feet of your
Damn it,
face.
I run back out and I lose my rage and I say, I think we'll need some light to check if there's anything in here. And I lose my rage.
Okay.
Is the bear doing anything?
Oh, the bear's just eating the corpses. It's just sitting there chomping
Bowing down.
on the corpses. You could tell he was extremely hungry. I know druids can talk to animals as a normal thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Could we check the bodies, search the bodies, and then drag them over to the bear for more sustenance for it?
Yeah, you search the bodies and you don't really find anything of use. Battling these guys, it seems as though you cut through their armor really easily, and it's not of any use. You also do notice though that as you're searching the bodies, you notice by one of the little makeshift benches that the bandits were sitting, you notice a pouch. Looks kind of like a money pouch.
Ooh, my eyes light up and I call everybody over. I'm like, guys, this could be money, and I'm gonna pop it open. And what's inside?
As you pop this pouch open, you see...
Oh crap, what did I do?
You pop the pouch open and you find 99 copper coins, 74 silver pieces, 13 gold. And you also find other gems and various coins, all worth 100 gold, which I just gave to you guys.
What about these wagons? Do they look like caravans of merchants' wagons?
They do, but they actually look more like circus wagons. They have a bunch of empty cages, as though animals were kind of there. And you kind of notice over the campfire there seems to be the remains of a giant boar. It's not like super giant boar. It's normal than whatnot.
Does it look like it's about done cooking?
Oh, there's nothing left but bones and a few scraps.
Does it look like it was more than enough to feed the 4 guards that were there, like bandits? Were there more bandits, or was it just enough to feed them?
It was just enough to feed them.
I will turn towards the others and be like, yes, do you guys think that there were other people over here? Should we be checking for tracks and stuff? What's in that cave? Maybe there's more shiny in there.
Can I take a look and see if there are tracks leading into the cave?
You have dark vision.
I don't.
No, you don't really see any tracks leading into the cave.
I will light a torch and go into the cave.
As you go into
Check it out.
the cave with the torch, you explore the cave for a while. It takes you about 2 minutes, but you notice that it's not a very deep cave, and it has no exits. It just ends in a dead end. It is deep enough where sunlight doesn't reach in and you can't see.
Okay. So
Can
I
I?
will come back out and say, like, there's nothing in there. You might want to check it too, but
Actually,
empty.
inside you found 4 sleeping bags. Or,
Oh, okay.
well, little sleeping areas. Just 4.
I think we should gather all this up as proof, and grab whatever's left over from what the bear didn't eat.
No,
Good.
the bear just devoured all of them.
Well, actually, we don't need any proof. They didn't give us promises any money. They said we just get what we find.
Yep.
We
I'm
could always
trying.
bring the wagons back.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love to drive one.
Are the
And-
horses tied to them?
There are no horses tied to the wagons.
I'm trying to find out if they hid something around the sleeping area.
While Asher is doing that, I will start eyeing the bear, wondering if we could actually tie the bear to a wagon.
I was
And
just
then-
wondering how high of an animal handling check that would be.
The bear, after eating all the corpses, kind of saunters off back into the wilderness.
I was thinking that
Anyways.
maybe this cave was its home.
No, you could tell in the cage that the bear was in that's been his home for a while, but he just kind of saunters off into the wilderness. So are you guys going to head back?
Search the sleeping bags and everything.
Uh,
Light up the cave.
As you look around, there's really nothing in the cave. It looks like all they had may have been either stashed somewhere else, which you have no idea, or all they actually had were those coins that you found in that bag.
I'm beginning to think we should probably keep at least one person alive in future so we can find their treasure hoards.
I didn't kill anyone.
There
Oh,
might
no,
be
no, no, I
other
was thinking of
tracks
the bear.
leading away from here.
I was cracking a joke. I was meant to say I was looking at the bear when I made that comment.
I say there might be other tracks around here, like
Uh,
where these guys came from.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Well, I might as well take a minute and ask for the help from the old gods before I do it, huh?
Sure.
Oh no, guidance isn't set up when I dragged it over. All right, well I'll just
You
add
need me to
D4
cast guidance on you? Who's that talking?
That's blue.
Lou, I'll cast it on you. Hold on.
Or just roll a d4.
Yeah, Blue, you do a very thorough search of the area, and the only tracks that you can see are the tracks from the 4 bandits going to and fro the road and back to this cave. Looks as though they've been there quite a few times.
I'm trying to remember, what is the code for guidance? It's like check D4 and expire on next roll, isn't it?
If you're asking the wrong person, I honestly don't know. I know there's a wiki for that.
I'm like, there are certain things that it's important to have it coded in for, but guidance is kind of like one of those things where it's like, even if you rolled it, it'll be fine.
Oops, I closed the map. I didn't mean to close the map. I apologize.
Hey, there we go. There you go. I did the one smart thing I had to do all night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so you guys make your way back to the town as you're again about to enter the uh, the tavern to get some drinks. You are stopped by Myrtha. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name.
We'll just type it into chat so we can at least read it.
I'll type her whole name. She introduces herself and she tells you she is the granddaughter of Pell.
Mandibus.
It sounds like a Pokemon. Yes, exactly, William. That is an extreme mouthful. And she tells you about a rumor that she's heard about a haunted tomb. Let me actually bring up the other map. You guys still have the map of the town up, or me?
Yep.
No, me closing that I think closes it for you guys. Did it close it for you guys?
I can still get it.
I mean, it's located under images and maps, so we can still access it.
Okay.
Are you talking of the town, or where the town is in relation to the surrounding countryside, or?
Where the no, the town itself.
The Red Larch map. Yeah.
That one. Yeah, you guys she tells you a rumor of about a haunted tomb and how people think that there may be treasure in that tomb.
Let's go.
I will inside check her because I'm like, if there's treasure, why hasn't she gone to look for it?
She just has this like neutral expression. You can't really tell why
I
or why
figured.
not.
Her mind is like a steel trap. I have no idea. She's so mysterious. I'm like, okay, fine. There's
She has
treasure there.
she has a good poker face.
Does she know anybody who's actually gone to the tomb?
She's heard a few rumors of people going to the tomb, but those rumors always end with no one has ever returned alive.
I'm thinking
Have
we
they-
ought to go, but not go tonight. Go in the daytime.
Actually, it still is the daytime because you guys,
Oh.
according to William, it's only a 2-hour march.
So it
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
that's
like
probably
one.
alright.
It would be lunchtime. Are we having some good food at the tavern? At the
You guys want to take a while to have some good food at the tavern?
maybe not. if you're busy adventuring, maybe come
'Cause
back and
it's,
celebrate at night.
It's actually 1 in the afternoon.
I'm good for rations. How about y'all?
Oh, I'll be fine forever for rations.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
thinking spell slots.
Ah, good point.
I mean, I could give you guys a long rest since you're back in the town if you really want one.
Oh,
let's
that
go
sounds
for
good.
it.
But it is going to be nighttime by the time you head over there.
It could be nighttime, but when we go over there, I'll have 20 good berries to hand out to everyone.
And the berries are good.
They're very good.
All right, so you guys will go ahead and get a long rest. And as you wake, in the night, what are you going to do?
How long would it take to get to the haunted tomb that's on the big map? 1 or 2 hours?
Well, yeah. Right now, you took an 8 hour. You guys literally slept for 8 hours. It's
Oh.
9 o'clock in the afternoon. The tomb is about the same distance that the other one was.
But we get there probably like 11 or close to midnight.
Yeah, you would get there at 11.
Okay. During the time at Red Larch, would I have had time to maybe pick up a hooded lantern?
Let's see if you did. I'm assuming that's not even in the adventurer's gear.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hear you now.
Yeah, it got dead quiet suddenly.
Yeah, I was saying I'm looking for it in the adventuring gear because I don't think they. That would be a lamp, right? Nope. Yeah, you can pick up a hooded lantern.
It got quiet as a tomb.
Got very spooky.
You managed to pick up a hooded lantern. Take 5 gold out of your inventory. So as you guys make your way out there, you see this. A dark rectangular hole gapes amid the grass and vines of a nearby hillside. A stone door can be seen ajar in the tunnel's dim depths. The door bears chiseled marks that might once have been a name. Give me 1 second while I plug in my headset before it dies. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
Anyone good at stealth, or can anyone detect evil or magic or anything?
I'm just good walking into battle.
Awesome. Okay, so I will join you in that then. If no one else. Is
Anybody
able to
actually want to look around the area for the tomb?
Again.
Sure.
Oh, and I really do have like a handful of like 20 of these little berries. I mean, do you guys want some of them?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take a few.
Yep.
Blue, go ahead and roll me a
Sure.
perception check.
Blue, would you like some help? I can help. I'm not very good at it, but I can help.
Huh. I probably should have used guidance too. I don't know.
I'll give you a chance to use guidance.
14.
Blue, as you're kind of checking around the area, you notice a brigand camp hidden in a boulder, jumble of boulders, a whole bunch of kind of boulders in an area. Looks like maybe it might have been a rock slide or maybe thrown by giants or something at one point. They're all jumbled up, and you notice a hidden camp in that area. You can kind of see a campfire blazing in the middle of the camp.
See that light over there? I think there's some brigands. Hopefully they don't have a bear.
I cover my lantern, and should we check it out?
I'd rather take care of it before we went into the cave than afterwards.
Yeah.
Same here.
I wonder, maybe the people who were going to check out this cave or this tomb got waylaid by the guys over there.
Yeah, I think we should take care of these guys before we go into this tomb.
Shall we try to stealth over?
Yeah, everybody roll me a stealth check. I'll take the average. And I know there's a couple of you in heavy armor, so roll with disadvantage, please.
No armor.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow,
dun,
with disadvantage, you still got a 15. It's hilarious.
Yay!
I'm sitting here shocked as well.
Let's actually see if you guys made that or not. Good old trusty calculator.
I think
Alright,
only
I've
2
honed
people got under 10.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm totally quiet. The grasslands are my home. Twigs do not snap when I step on them.
Oh yeah. You guys are stealth. You make your way up to that camp and nobody notices you. Within the camp, you can see a hulking brute and a goblin.
Brute
I'm
first.
cursing in my head. Goblins, no.
You can hear them talking to each other. Does anybody speak Orcish?
I do.
Actually, is it Orcish?
I hope so. Outside of common and dwarf, that's all I can speak.
Actually, they're speaking to each other in a broken common. You kind of hear it. You catch the gist of it. They're laughing and talking, and the goblin's saying, "I hope somebody comes by and tries to get into that tomb so we can steal their goodies." And
I was right.
the dumb half ogre is just agreeing and going, "Yeah, me agree you." So what are you guys gonna do?
Do a sneak attack on them. What you guys say?
I
Yeah,
nod at you.
Yep.
You get again. This is a still theater of the mind. You guys get a sneak attack round, but go ahead and roll me initiative.
Sure.
And again, they're together, but they're like 10 feet apart from each other in the camp. And you guys are pretty close. I would say you're about 20 feet away from the camp. You managed to sneak up pretty stealthily. And
I could take her playing the goblin if you guys all focus on the brute.
Ashhart, you are first. Yeah, you guys don't know that he's an half ogre. That was a Freudian slip. I'm assuming, being new adventurers, you have not seen a half ogre yet.
Nope.
Is anybody in a sage mercenary? Gladiator.
I think
Oh,
most
sorry
of us
about
are
that.
mercenaries for hire.
Mercenary.
Outlander.
Blue might have seen one. What kind of outlander are you?
I didn't roll on the table. I figured I was a druid.
Well, there's different kinds of outlanders. There's an outlander table. Let me find it.
Yeah, there's a table to give your that you're supposed to put under notes for your personal traits and stuff.
Outlander origin. There's forester, trapper, homesteader, guide, exile or outcast, bounty hunter, pilgrim, tribal nomad, hunter-gatherer, tribal marauder.
Oh, I figured he was going to be like a weird dude that just lived in a shack on the moors.
So then you're a homesteader.
Sure, okay.
You have not seen half ogres ever.
I'm a clan crafter.
Yeah.
Have I ever heard tales of them?
Roll me a history check.
Just trying to get creative here. I'm gonna cast. Never mind. I'll just roll the history.
No, you have not heard tales of them. So we're gonna start with Ashhart. Ashhart, you are first.
So before starting battle with something strong, maybe there's a chance in 1,000 that there would be a rock or something that could fall on him, or
No.
some special advantage.
No. And did you cast mage armor on yourself after that long rest?
Yes, I already ticked off my spell slot.
Okay.
So I assume they're not adjacent, the goblin and half orc.
No, they're 10 feet apart from each other.
And how far am I from them?
You guys are 20 feet away from them.
Then I walk to them and I give them a big hug, but just a little bit.
Actually, I'm gonna say you were 20 feet away from the goblin. You were on his side of the camp.
What about 15-foot cube? Could I get both of them and walk to them? And...
Yeah. If you walk up behind the goblin, you can get them both in a 15-foot cube. They both fail. The goblin instantly disintegrates with the damage from Thunder Wave, and the half ogre is pushed back 10 feet.
And I will move back the remainder of my movement.
Okay. He doesn't get a turn because you guys are in the middle of a surprise round. Osgrim.
All right. What I'm going to do is target him and try to hit him with my Sacred Flame.
Go for it. Again, as you pray toward to Moradin, he sends down holy fire to rain upon this ogre, but perhaps he has not heard your prayers loud enough, and the holy fire stops about halfway before hitting the ogre and dissipates. And that's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking for a new god.
Varian, your turn.
All right, I am going to go ahead and run up to the half ogre and attack with my short swords.
Okay. As you hit him with the short swords, he turns and looks at you, surprised to see you come up to him, and says and he says to you in very broken and hard to understand common, "I make pudding from your brain."
I run up to join Varian and I go, let's not do that. And I will hit him with my rapier, not in rage.
Oh yeah, you hit.
For magnificent 4 damage.
As you run up to him, you kind of stumble a little bit, so your rapier doesn't fully hit him. You kind of slash him across the arm and scratch his arms.
Darn it.
Or well, scratch his arm, not arms. Apologize for that.
And that will be my turn.
Torga.
I'm gonna move up and attack as well.
So is Torga Battlehammer related to Bruner?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's my turn.
Yeah, you come running up to him as well, and you try to swing with your battle axe, but yeah, not so much. You miss, and the axe blade digs deep into the ground. Blue, it is your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna move up to within 30 feet of the half ogre and try and hit him with some flames.
Actually, you are 30 feet away from him.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Your produced frame flies right into his eye, and it ends up burning out his brains. What little brains he did have.
Good job, Blue.
Took him out with a cantrip. Well, after you guys did all the rest of the damage.
He wasn't worth a full spell. Don't worry about it. And can we check the bodies, and especially if the goblin if there's some parts of the goblin that is not obliterated?
Oh no, that goblin disintegrated. He's gone. You do find a rucksack off to the side of the camp, laying against one of the boulders. But as you open it, you notice that it's just full of shiny little baubles that these two dimwits thought was worth something, but really isn't.
Nothing here, guys. Maybe we should check the tomb. Maybe there is something to it. Who knows?
I'm game.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, we walked all the way out here. We might as well.
As you open the door, you walk, and the door opens really easily. the name that's written on the door, you can't really make it out. It seems as though it's been weathered with time. And inside the door is a passage, 10 feet high by 10 feet wide, running straight into the hill. 30 feet later, it opens. Actually, did somebody cast light? Or is there a
No, but
torch
I
going?
have my hooded lantern that I kept hooded while we approached the goblin and the ogre, but I will unveil it as we go in.
I have a bullseye lantern, or I could just produce more flame in my hand.
Okay, so you're walking around with the lanterns lit. Inside the door is a passage 10 feet high by 10 feet wide, running straight into the hill. 30 feet later, it opens out into a square room, 30 feet by 30 feet, containing a stone block table. Stains and marks atop the slab suggest rusted objects were once arrayed on it. In the middle of the wall, to the right of the entry passage, is a closed and severely rusted iron door.
Do we have an
Looks like
idea
we
what
met it.
kind of rusty things were on that table? Like, is there an outline in the rust, or?
It's been so long, it's just the rust is kind of jumbled. It's just kind of jumbled together, and you really can't tell.
Did we want to take a look at that door? Like, does anybody have like a mage hand or something else that they have picked up that they could use in that? I've heard it's pretty useful for adventuring, but I've never met somebody who has been able to use it yet.
Yes, of course.
I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. We'll skip that part. So you're gonna try to shimmy the rusted door open.
Yep.
As you touch the rusted door, you notice emerging through the bars on the other side of the door, kind of from the wall, is a human, a human, very ghostly looking and kind of see through in armor, and he's wielding a long sword. I need everybody to roll me initiative as he lunges towards. Who was shimmying the door?
Oh, we're trying mage hand on the door.
Oh, well, he lunges towards the mage hand.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't attack. He doesn't lunge. As he comes through, he warns you guys. Leave my master's tomb. Leave now.
Hello.
I say, if that really is a specter, this might end badly for us.
There have been problems in this area. Do you know anything about it?
Again, he stares at you. Leave now or suffer.
You know, this reminds me of a Chris Rock comedy routine.
I will try
It was
to
Eddie
assess
Murphy.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Try to assist what?
his threat level.
He looks like he can kick your ass.
I convey that to the party and I start turning around.
But he doesn't look as strong as a normal ghost, as though time has kind of ravaged his spectral form.
Mm. Can I try to do turn undead on him? Oh no, we're in combat. Never mind.
You're not in combat yet. Are you guys gonna leave?
I'll see if I can just turn him away.
Seeing that you refuse to leave, he goes, "You will suffer." And it's Ashhart's turn.
Okay. I'll just keep going back and ready chill touch if one of my partners attack him.
Okay. So you take a few steps back and you begin the incantation for chill touch. Blue, it is your turn.
None of my compatriots are within 10 feet of him, or 5 feet of him, are they?
No, you guys hung back and used the mage hand to try and open the door. And that's when he stepped forward.
I'd say, but this could go really ugly really fast. Alright, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? I'll try hitting him with an ice knife.
Okay.
Oop, I didn't have him targeted. Do I hit does 15 hit him?
15 hits. And I'll make him roll the save. He fails the save.
Ooh, alright, partially this. And then I'm going to back up as far away from him as I possibly can.
Okay. On his turn, he's going to float over towards the He's actually going to stare dead at you, Osgrim, and you have a shield equipped, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's going to stare at the holy symbol of Moradin on your shield, and seeming as though he doesn't like it, he flies straight at you and attempts to life drain you.
Sorry, Kevin, I just noticed that my ice knife, it didn't have magic list as a damage type. Would it do more damage to the Spectre if it was magic?
He's
For piercing
resistant.
damage?
No, he's resistant to cold.
No, the ice knife itself, the initial hit did 9 points of magic piercing damage. But I didn't have the magic part coded in.
Yeah, then it would have done more.
Can I do my reaction?
Your reaction was to wait until somebody got close to him, not till he got close to somebody.
I think I said attack, but your call.
Oh, you said attack? Then
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and roll your attack then. Whatever your attack as he's flying towards Osgrim, you finish the incantation for your chill touch. And you let it loose on him. That is a hit. You notice that that he shrugs your chill touch as though he just doesn't give a shit. And Osgrim, as he flies up to you, his cold hands reach out and come right through you and reach into your chest. But you as they're reaching in, you place your shield in front of his hands, and the symbol on your shield glows, and he pulls his hands away quickly. Varian, your turn. You're not hitting the push to talk.
Yeah. Alright, I don't even know if I can hit a ghost, but I'm sure it's not going to try, so going with my short swords.
How is it looking? Is it looking pretty rough? Like, is it looking more wispy or anything? Or does it look perfectly alright right now?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Not very good at those. Yes. I have no clue, do I?
Yeah, you can't tell the difference.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up to it and hit it with my rapier. And that would be my turn.
You can see that when you stab your rapier into it, it seems as though it's hurting him, but not as much as it normally would a living, breathing person.
Alrighty.
Uh,
I'm gonna move up and attack as well.
okay. You move over towards Osgrim, and where are you standing, in front of or behind, next to or behind the ghost?
I guess behind.
Okay. Yeah, as you raise your great axe up in the air, and as you bury it into the back of the ghost's head, you somehow manage to split it in half, and it dissipates into nothingness as its form falls back to the ground.
Phew. That could have gone pretty ugly for us.
That could have.
And you
Oh,
guys are
shall we?
Yep.
I point towards the door.
Let's go.
Onward.
I'll go ahead and open the door.
As you try to open the door, you notice that the iron door is rusted shut, and as you're pushing and pushing, trying to open it, it doesn't budge.
Anyone want to help? And then I'm gonna try to bust it open with a bit of strength with that.
Is somebody
If only
gonna,
we had a friendly bear.
is somebody gonna help?
Yeah.
I
I will
will.
help.
Okay. Go
All
ahead.
together now. 1, 2, 3, and
Roll
I
me
will do
a
it with advantage.
Yep, strength check with advantage.
Not athletics. Okay.
Actually,
All of us
are you gonna take a few steps back and all of you run together and try to bash it open, like at a running speed, just bash into the door?
I
Sure,
would
why
I would
not?
approve of that. Yes, very much so.
Then yeah, go ahead and roll me athletics for that one.
Righty.
The dwarven door knocker.
15. 23.
Yeah, you manage Uriah, when you bash into the door, you hit it with just enough strength to make the iron bars fly wide open, and Varian comes running in next to you, looking as though he's going to bash through the door, and just runs through the open door.
Wonderful.
I reach out a hand to grab him, but he moves too fast.
And as you shine your lantern forward beyond the rusted door is another square room, 20 feet by 20 feet, containing a stone coffin. The ceiling is cracked, allowing roots and water into the chamber from multiple points, although little collects here. At the coffin's feet is a rusty iron chest.
I will turn towards Ashart and be like, want to try the mage hand thing again? Maybe it might be useful on this, just to see if it might be booby trapped. And
Good idea.
I will
Now, are
step
there any-
back.
Oh, and are there any clues on the coffin saying who might be in here?
Oh,
Who
that's
might
a
have
good
buried him?
idea.
Oh, the name is kind of weathered away from the side of the coffin.
No, religious markings or anything?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. And go ahead and roll me a religion check as well.
Don't get too excited on this one.
You notice the symbol of Helm, even though it's a little worst for wear. You notice his symbol right on the top of the coffin.
Helm's one of the good ones, isn't he? Like a fighter god?
Yeah.
Should we be defiling his tomb, or
Well, it's not his tomb. It's as far
it
as
might have been
yeah.
they might have
Helm's
been
my
sealing something in.
deity of choice.
What are you guys gonna do? Open the coffin or the iron chest?
I will investigate the iron chest and just take a good look at it.
Roll me an
Um,
investigation check.
Yes, which I also suck at, so let's just see how it goes. 13! -1.
You
Oh.
you with your investigation check, you closely inspect the chest. You notice the bottom is several inches higher than the chest should be deep.
Hmm. As in,
False bottom.
it's got a thicker bottom to it. Okay. And was Ashert able to mage hand it open, or was it locked?
I'm gonna say it's actually a little rusty, so the mage hand can't by itself open it.
Okay, I will try to sleight of hand it, because I assume my investigation was awesome and I checked it for traps and I didn't see anything, so I will sleight of hand it with my thieves tools and
Well,
try and open it.
it's not locked. You can, with your investigation, you could tell it's just kind of a little rusty.
Oh, okay. So I bash it open and I open it, and then
Yeah,
yes,
you
what do I get?
easily
Trapped.
nope, you easily smack it with the butt of your sword, and inside you find a gold chain and a locket with a portrait of a lovely half-elf woman etched in profile on the inside.
Oh, I was totally expecting poison or acid, so yay!
And you remember you checked on the outside, and it looks like the chest is a little
I will take a look at that false bottom thing and see if I can figure out where it is.
um after about like 2 or 3 minutes, you're able to find the little switch that pops the false bottom open. Within the false bottom, you find two rings, two rings of braided silver and electrum that you value at about 25 gold.
Alrighty, this is kind of cool. I will point it out to everyone else.
Isn't this like grave robbing?
We know who this is again?
Nope. There's no name to
These,
tell you who it is. You just see it. Blue just saw a holy symbol.
say these aren't rings to that second level cleric spell, the one where you can share damage, are they? Or are they just like wedding rings, or do they even have wedding rings in Faerun? I'm not sure.
They do, but you can tell they're just two silver braided rings. It's
Well, this
braided
is
rings of silver and electrum.
while this is all going down, Ashart will do Arcana check. He's curious about magic things.
Roll me Arcana. Even though you think these rings are magical, Ashheart, you can sense no magic on them.
And I'm sorry, I didn't express myself properly. I meant like on a tomb and on a like in general, not only for the rings.
You don't see any magic on the tomb itself, or in the general area.
I say this is grave robbing. I don't want any part of it. Is there another door leading deeper in?
No, this is actually the end of the tomb.
If you don't feel comfortable with it, we can actually check in town in Red Larch for who actually is buried here, and maybe we can provide some recompense or a safer place for them to be stored where people won't come across them.
Well, we could check to see if anything's actually in that tomb, too.
Oh, that's a good. I thought y'all were checking it at the moment for magic and stuff.
Ah, I thought we were like splitting. Is that,
Those ogres weren't named, were they? No. That's weird.
I will attempt to investigate again for the coffin on the outside to check for traps.
Roll me investigation. From what you can tell, there's really nothing on the outside of the tomb. It
We're good,
does.
guys. It seems to be clear.
I'm gonna look to see if there's like scratch marks around the lid, like the lid's been open and shut a few times or not.
Um,
Like if something's been crawling out of this thing.
roll me perception. As you look around now, it doesn't look as though the lid has been opened or closed a bunch of times.
Are we able to actually lift the lid and move it, or?
Is that what you want to do?
I'm just saying, does it look like it's too heavy to do that, or?
It looks like it would take about 2 of you. Osgrim, are you actually leaving this room?
Yep. I'll stand outside the door and wait on him.
Okay.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't want to disturb whatever's resting in there, but I got a bad feeling that if the Spectre's talking about its master in here, then something bad's in that coffin.
I will turn to Oscar and ask, do you know any bit of like magic or like spells or divine stuff to figure out if things are evil, like undead or something that might be in the coffin?
No, I don't. But if there's something undead in that coffin, I can turn it. Possibly.
Actually, you don't get turned undead until level 2.
Oh,
If
that
I
is a
can
good
have,
point.
if I can have 10 minutes, I could do ritual for detect magic.
That would be good, though it wouldn't really show if there's undead, but it could show any traps if they're magical ones. That would be great. And I guess we have time. I mean, it's not like we're in any rush at this point.
After you spend 10 minutes casting your spell and chanting your evocation and the ritual, you can detect a faint hint of magic within the coffin itself.
Once everything is checked out properly in that fashion, I will look at the rings, having my special vision.
The what? You're gonna look at the what?
The rings.
You don't detect any magic on the rings. They're just plain ordinary rings.
I convey my findings to the party.
Right, so a little bit of magic. Either it's an item or it might be something that's a trap. Okay. Do you want to check it out? I'm totally willing to help. And I basically move up my sleeves and get ready to get my hands dirty.
Do you need my mage hand again?
This does look a bit heavier.
Mage hand won't have enough strength to push that open.
I'm willing to put some arm work into it, so yes. I go towards one end of it, and if someone else wants to do the other end, and then we can try to open it? Or can I open it by myself?
No, yeah, you need help. It looks
I'll help open it if that's what everyone wants to do.
So I got 10 strength. I'm not lifting a whole heck of a lot.
So between Varian and Araya, it takes you guys another 2 to 3 minutes, but you manage to push the coffin lid all the way over, and it falls onto the floor. Inside the coffin, you notice a skeleton dressed in a rusted breastplate and clasping a longsword to its chest. As you guys are looking into the coffin and inspecting the interior of it, you notice the longsword begins to shake and rattle in the skeleton's hands and pop straight up into the air.
Oh crap, oh crap.
Everybody go ahead and roll me initiative. And Osgrim, you actually hear the commotion of the sword shaking and rattling against the rusted breastplate. And you have advantage on initiative.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know how either. I'll roll again.
No, that's fine. I'll keep your 3.
Oh, that'll work.
I mean, obviously you either rolled a 2 or a 1 before that. So, the flying sword is first. And Ashhart, you can see with your special eyes from the detect magic that the sword was the magic that you sent within the tomb. And
It was both magic and a trap.
um, Varian, the sword comes flying towards you and makes an attack. As it flies at you, it tries to slash you, but you manage to deftly dodge it, and it just flies around behind you. Ashhart, your turn.
I'm wondering if I hit it with acid, if it will slowly lose efficiency. I can have it by wear down. I'm sending a hurl a bubble acid.
Okay. It succeeds. Your acid bubble flies right past it as it dodges out of the way.
I walk back as much as I can.
Okay. Blue, it is your turn.
I'm debating whether or not handfuls of fire work on flying swords or not. One way to find out, right?
Yep.
Woohoo!
Ooh. Oh, okay, it works.
It's beautiful.
You produce a mote of flame in your hand and you lob it straight at the sword, hitting it in the leather on the hilt kind of for just a short moment catches fire, but then the fire disappears.
Someone foolishly put a spleen and a kidney on this flying sword, and I hit them both.
Yep.
I rush towards the sword. Is it high enough for me to reach? I mean, is it low enough for me to reach?
Yeah, it's low enough. It's not flying way up in the air. That's a hit.
Yay!
And you manage to hit it with your rapier, and as you bat it aside with the rapier, what little magic it had in it from the time that it's been sitting in that tomb, it dissipates and the sword just plops to the floor.
Alrighty, and then I turn back around and check the skeleton. Is it undead or is it just normal?
It's just a normal skeleton. It hasn't even moved.
Oh, okay. Is there any kind of identification, like a ring or anything that says, yes, this is the body of so-and-so, please do not disturb, I am a good person?
No, there's no identification.
Okay, fine. I'll motion to, like, help put the lid back on if there's nothing in there.
So I wonder what that whole, master thing was about.
I do wonder. Maybe it was just a guardian for a dead body.
Can I examine the floor inside of the tomb?
And what are you looking for?
On the stonework to see if there's a secret passage. Or concealed passage.
You take a few minutes to examine the floor, but you don't find any secret passages.
Okay.
Your dwarven senses tell you there's absolutely nothing around here.
Your dwarven senses aren't tingling.
Yep. So what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna head back to the town?
I think so.
Is there anything else around in this area?
As you guys walk out, you kind of notice that there's a few other places and you remember while you were having lunch the day before and before you went to sleep that you heard rumors that along the larch path there's actually a hidden treasure. You heard this rumor from Alec Dorana. And she kind of pointed it out for you guys on the map. It is actually this area down here where the rumors say that there's treasure.
Let's check that out before we go back to town.
Well, as long as we're already out here, right?
Midnight sojourn into the wilds? Sure, why not? And I heft my rapier back onto my shoulder and I'm like, come, let's go.
From where you're at, that takes you about 3 hours.
So it's around 2 in the morning or 2 in the morning?
Yeah, it was about 11:30 when you left there, so it's about 2:30 when you get there.
Should we maybe take a short rest so Asharth can maybe try and recover a spell slot? I think he used both of his, didn't he?
Indeed.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys are a little winded from your trip, so I'll give you a short rest. You sit down outside a little bit of ways. You guys just sit down and relax for a little bit. Clear initiative and
So anyone know any drinking songs?
a short rest.
I start humming a tune and it sounds terrible enough that it could break glass. So I'm like, I quiet down to a mumble.
All right, so you guys get up from your short rest and continue your way towards the that marker. In a ravine, an exposed rock face is split by a vertical crevice about 3 feet wide and 15 feet high. Water trickles from the opening and splits into a nearby bog. In the mud around the crevice are many overlapping boot prints. Some head into the cave and some come out.
Can we tell what kind of footprints?
Roll me perception.
Might as well be smart about this.
Osgrim can tell they're human footprints. So can Blue.
Do we have an idea how many?
It seems to be quite a few different foot sizes.
This might be the
should we
true
go in?
hangout. This might be the true hangout of the bandits.
Are you guys gonna go into the crevice? It's actually now about 3:30 in the morning. It took you guys an extra hour to get here.
Sure, I wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Would it be difficult terrain? Like, is it very narrow? How is it?
It's not difficult terrain. The crevice is 3 feet wide. And
Alrighty.
15 feet high. Actually, no, it is difficult terrain because there's water trickling down through the crevice. And you guys kind of have to squeeze a little bit because it's only 3 feet wide.
Yeah, I guess we're doing a Congo line, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The crevice leads 20 feet into the hillside before opening up into a cavern. Many trickles of water combine into a pleasant sound, and the wall glistens with moisture. Stalagmites dot the floor, and stalactites hang from the ceiling.
Is it bad that I wanted the dwarves to go first just to see how much they can squeeze?
And also for their dark vision, because I'm pretty blind right now, so I'm using a hooded lantern, but my line of sight is not as good as somebody with dark vision.
Yes, because of the dark vision, not that squeezing thing.
Well, you guys already squeezed through the crevice, and And you're standing in front of a cave entrance. Are you guys actually going to go into the cavern?
Sure, why not? Famous last words, I know.
So as you guys step into the cavern, you notice dropping from the stalagmites and making a lot of noise. Forster Strigs. Can't even pronounce that. Assuming that's right. Swoop down
Thanks.
upon you. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead and roll initiative. No, they did not surprise you.
Oh, my first decent roll.
You are first, Soraya.
Okay, in honor of this really good initiative roll, I will bonus action rage and then attack.
Yep. And
Uh,
that strig you're targeting is right next to you.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if I'd have to run and hit somebody. And figures, it figures. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I assume I'm standing right by him as well. Good. Attack with my short sword.
As a miss.
So, wow.
Yeah, you stab right through it and it falls to its death.
Is any of them adjacent to one another?
No, they're spread out around the party.
If possible, I would move back while to protect myself. But if it's not convenient, I'll stay in place, and I'll send a skeletal hand toward the first one I see.
Okay.
So, are any of them like right next to me, like within 5 feet, or no?
Yeah, I will say number 4 is right next to you, Blue.
Okay. And no Bruce plan it is. We'll have to go the old-fashioned way.
This is like the easiest combat I've ever seen. Osgrim.
How close is the Sturge 3 from me?
3 is about 15 feet away from the whole party, and from you.
I'll try to hit it with a sacred flame then.
Okay. It fails. You didn't roll the damage.
There is no damage if I miss.
No, it failed the saving
I'm
throw.
sorry. I thought you meant.
Oh, you get a beep because on your turn I have it set to beep. Oh, no, never mind. I read that wrong. Yeah, you disintegrate it with the holy fire. This time, as you pray to Moradin, he hears your prayers loud and clear, and the holy fire comes and rains down upon the Sturge. And as you guys search this cavern, as you search this cavern, you see that these rumors were just rumors, and there is no treasure here.
I am super frustrated. I got pissed off for no reason at all.
There is one more rumor you've heard. You've heard rumors of undead attacks over in this area called the Last Laugh.
How far away is it?
It's about another hour's trip.
Okay. Guys, Shall we attack at dawn?
Did
Think
we
it's good.
cast any spells, or do we need a rest?
Oh, you guys, I don't think you guys cast any spells.
Why don't we just go now?
Alrighty. I'm totally willing.
Try and salvage the night.
You head over towards that area. It's a little wooded area on like a hill, and there you find a weathered human skull, jaw sagging, is pinned to the trunk of a tree ahead by a big black arrow protruding from one of the skull's eye sockets. You check that out a little bit and you notice black parchment is wrapped around the arrow just in front of the fletching.
I'll try and remove the parchment and read it. Message for you, sir.
You open the parchment, and as you open it, you notice that it is actually dyed human skin. And the parchment reads in common, "The last laugh, you'll be next, Valkolander."
Do we have any idea who this Valkulumber guy is?
Would any of us have heard rumors or anything during our travels?
Let me actually check if he's one of the people in the town.
Yeah, have we ever heard of Val Kilmer?
No. You don't know who the hell that is. So you guys want to head back to the town? It is getting late, and from there it's going to take you about 4 hours. So you'll arrive at the town about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Why not?
While we're walking, I'm saying I'm hoping we can get a horse soon, all that walking. It's
Yeah,
bear
I
would've
think it's
made a
time
good
for
meal for
bacon
me.
and beer.
Start the day off with a beer, yes.
You guys make it back into town, and head over to the inn. You're quite exhausted from your journey, and you
Good.
manage to get bacon and beer at the tavern.
I ignore all the weird looks.
And you guys also, since the shops are open now, end up selling the gold chain and locket and the 2 rings, and your party and end up getting 150 gold from that.
Are you willing to disperse the gold to us now so individuals can buy things they may want?
Yep.
Thank you.
And I'll actually give you guys a long rest as you're sitting there kind of yawning and tired, since you basically just worked the whole night away.
Well, I might as well make 10 more super berries then. And eat the ones we got. See, I gotta look up like berry types so I can figure out what kind of berries these are.
And then actually, as you guys are in the inn, a lady bursts in through the door. She's actually the proprietor of the inn. She comes in through the door, and she tells you guys, "I heard you guys have been doing good around the town. I believe there's an evil influence emanating from Lance Rock," and she points it out for you guys in the map. It's the northernmost area.
Oh, what sort of evil? Is it lucrative?
Um, she doesn't know what evil it is, but she knows it's a very foul and nasty evil.
Must be chicken based.
Chicken base and garlic salt. Oh, sorry.
I
What
think we
rumors
can
have they heard?
resupply and look into it for you.
You know what? I'm assuming the merchant, the blacksmith in town, does have short swords. So, William, yes, you can buy a short sword.
How much would a silver rapier cost from a smithy?
You can have your rapier silvered for 200 gold.
I definitely have to make more money. Okay.
And let's actually take a quick 5-minute break because I need to go grab something to snack on and get something to drink.
Sure.
So yes,
I'll
Cool.
be,
I'll
Sounds
take a
good.
back
5-minute break.
5 minutes after. Okay,
Yep.
go.
Microphone muted.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes to go grab something to drink. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for whoever's actually followed. I apologize for not having follower notifications and everything. I will try to work on that. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, folks, I'm back. Let's see if everybody else is back, and then we'll get started.
Microphone activated.
Everyone back?
Osgrim is back.
So it's Dorga.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot how to do the question. /vote. Yeah, if you're back, just go ahead and hit the check mark or an X or whatever you want to hit on that. Briny olives.
So which location on the map were we heading towards? Lance Rock, was
Yep,
that it?
Lance Rock.
North, north, north. Okay.
I was just looking if there's anything I really need to buy, and I don't really need much of anything, do I?
Wait, I didn't realize that was south. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I
Is
don't
Lance
think
Rock
I need.
south? Oh, hey, yeah, it is south. Holy crap.
It's weird. I never usually see a compass oriented that way.
Yeah, my lack of directions sucks ass. I apologize.
Oh
No,
wow, yeah, that is strange, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, like, normally the north is always up, and it's like, oh, okay, so they wanted to make this portrait mode. They definitely didn't want a landscape map. Huh.
Plunk.
They're being arty.
RDRR. Oh, the grid on this next map doesn't match up properly.
Ooh,
Curses.
can we get a map for the next one?
Well, depending on what you guys do.
Well, this is important. But okay, we don't actually know that. That's fine.
Anyways, I'm sorry I'm at a game sometimes, even as a DM. Is everybody back? Alright, so
It looks like it.
yep. You guys have anything else you want to buy at the place?
Yes, and
I will
double-checking.
I will honestly say the general store, which I think pretty sure there is a general store here. I just forget
What happened
what
to the
it's
general
called.
store?
The general store will sell everything from the
Yes, I will buy a healer's kit.
adventurer's tools that is worth 10 gold or less.
Grappling hook.
Damn, there's even a tannery here. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do.
And manacles.
I totally freaking messed this up for you guys.
If you don't tell us, we won't know.
Well, I was supposed to give you guys a chance to explore the town, and throughout the town you get quests.
Oh, okay, so it would sort of be like a quest check off list where we'd be like, okay, now we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Okay, fine, where do we want to go?
Though I've noticed that these quests don't give you experience,
Oh.
and you're supposed to be level 3 by the end of this section.
Do we start out at level 3 or do we end at level 3?
You end at level 3. You start off at level 1, and this is the introductory adventure.
Awesome.
You start at level 1 and you end at level 3. Which, if we get finished with this before I would say 2:30ish, within an hour, uh, we'll go ahead and continue on. Hell, I might honestly even go to 3 o'clock if you guys want to.
I'd be cool with that.
I'd say seems like we're kind of banging through these pretty quickly.
Yep. Actually, for this one, what's her name again? Kalisa offers you a 50 gold reward for investigating Lance Rock.
Ooh. I reach out, grab a hand, and shake it ferociously. You have a deal there.
And
Maybe you should ask is per person or total.
50 gold total.
Oh, I thought you meant each. Okay.
Hello, is everybody there?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just went really quiet.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Huh. Where the heck is this at?
I try to keep myself on mute when I'm not actually talking so that, like, if there's any static or anything that might build up, nothing actually goes through.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys gonna head over to that area?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, ready to go. I mean, if I got another handful of 10 berries. Let's hit the road.
Excellent.
We're gonna have berries for dinner. We're gonna have berries for dinner.
As you guys head over to that area, let me bring up the story. You travel. It takes you a little ways as the terrain is a little difficult. Actually, did you guys want to take a give you the long rest? You guys woke. It's about middle of the afternoon. It's about 4 in the afternoon.
Our sleep cycles are so screwed up.
Yes, your sleep
Nah,
cycles
it's
are
rockstar lifestyle.
It takes you guys a while. It takes you about 3 hours to travel over here, maybe 3.5, because the terrain is a little rough, and it does begin to rain a little bit. And as you arrive, Lance Rock is a narrow 25-foot menhir of bare gray rock, just eastwards at a 65-degree angle.
You know, would it be silly if every time Blue gains a level, I add 5 pounds to him just to reflect him eating too many good berries?
That would be hilarious.
Like, but he gets me like 12th level. It's like, guys, I can't climb down the rope by myself anymore. You gotta lower me.
The two dwarves coming into this area noticed that the menhir is actually gray granite. It's not the normal stone or limestone that they've noticed surrounding this area. And a few hundred feet from the stone is a ravine choked with brush. And there's a trail leading into the brush nearby. Are you guys gonna follow that trail?
Can we follow the trail, but can I identify if there are any footsteps or tracks on the trail?
And should we be stealthing, guys? I mean, if there is a great evil afoot.
You don't see any footprints or any tracks along this trail. It actually looks like it hasn't been used for a while.
Okay.
And as you come down the trail, you notice a sign. It says, "Come no closer, lest you catch the disfiguring plague that afflicts me, the Lord of Lance Rock." And then the trail continues down, and when you look down, you see a cave mouth.
Does it appear any game follows this trail or anything, or does everything else kind of avoid it?
Having lived out in the wilderness for a while, you notice that there is some game wandering through the nearby brush and the nearby forest. It doesn't look as though anything's avoiding it, and you do hear bird songs along the trail.
Albie?
You're gonna continue along the trail.
Sure.
Sure.
Might as well.
All right, finally, we don't have to do theater of the mind anymore. You guys follow the trail down towards the cave mouth. It's still rainy and kind of cloudy outside, and this is what you see. Oh, it's a big map. It's gonna take a few minutes to load for you guys. Let me know when it's loaded up.
This map must be huge.
Oh, it just loaded.
Yep. I have a feeling they just scanned this straight out of the book. And by the way, each of the normal grid that you can see is 10 feet, so that's why there's 4 squares in it.
I think we lost somebody though on the map.
Who's
Mission who?
Osgrim, no.
I don't see my.
Blue.
I'm there.
Blue.
Yep, we're missing you, Blue.
Oh yeah, you're missing me.
And you guys can adjust yourselves however you want in this area.
Still waiting on fully load.
Yeah, it's a really big map. It'll take some time. Yeah, that's fine, Ashart. As you arrived at the location, you chanted along your sacred words and cast mage armor upon yourself.
Ashar, did you want to take some time to maybe cast detect magic or something to check so we can go in and see if there are any magical traps or anything else? If there is some evil around?
It's really no issue. As long as I have 10 minutes, I can do it all day long.
Cool. And I sit down and I sit down cross-legged and wait and enjoy the scenery in the meantime.
I'm kind of thinking while Ashharth is casting that spell, maybe I'll look around for signs of any animals in the area.
Again,
to see if there truly is anything diseased.
Again, you still notice a lot of game. You actually notice a few deers running along the mountainside, or running along the cliffside.
But nothing sick, huh?
Roll me a perception check. Nah, you take a close look at them and you see that they're all healthy. Ashar, as you cast detect magic, what's the distance on detect magic?
30 feet.
Yeah, you don't notice any magic in the area.
I have 10 minutes. It lasted 10 minutes, so I can walk around.
Yeah, you still don't notice any magic in the area.
Yeah, we with the detect magic on, we'll get it. We'll approach the cave and go in. Just in case there's some magical traps around.
Okay.
I walk in and then I turn around and I notice guys joining.
This is actually a ravine, so it's not dark. Oh no, it's supposed to be a cave. Never mind.
Oh, if it does look dark inside, I will light my hooded lantern and head in.
Yep, you light your hooded lantern. And from there you can see this.
I'll carry a motor fire in too.
The cave mouth opens into darkness from which a breeze blows, carrying the faint odor of death. Inside is a natural cave, its floor and ceiling uneven. The passage leads to the west, narrowing as it proceeds. As you walk further in, you notice the corpse of a human male is sprawled here on its back. It wears only leather breeches. And
Does it look very old?
no, actually, as you guys continue to walk in, everybody walking in.
Yeah.
I'm already in.
As you guys continue walking in, you notice the corpse kind of quivers and shakes and stands up and just moans.
Oh,
Everybody roll me initiative as this zombie begins to walk
great.
towards you. Targa Battlehammer.
I'll
You
move
are
up and
first.
attack it.
Okay. What are you attacking him with?
A great axe.
Okay. I neglected to mention this earlier, and I apologize. I am actually streaming, and this will be posted on YouTube, so if you're going to attack, please kind of describe to me what you're attacking with.
Okay.
I will send forward the skeletal hand on the zombie.
Okay.
I will then walk away.
The zombies first. Targa the zombie kind of looks at you and raises one of its arms and backslaps you with it. As his crusty, almost rotted hand slaps across your face, you kind of hits you hard enough to turn your face to the other side and leave a small welting bruise growing across your face. Osgrim.
Alright, I'm going to target the zombie and try to hit it with a sacred flame.
Alright, cast it. Your sacred flame, as you pray to your god, your Moradin again. You pray really well, and this time your sacred flame comes straight down upon the zombie. Roll that damage. And that's your turn.
Then I would like to move behind Torga.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to rush forward and flank the zombie, so it can't actually attack Osgrim without incurring an opportunity attack, and I will hit it with my rapier, and it connects. And Yay! Okay.
And
And I'll turn to Torga and be like, "You okay there?" If that slap really looked bad.
let's see if it comes back. Good old undead fortitude. 5 plus 8. Nope, it stays dead.
Yay!
Your rapier digs into into the back of its skull, cleaving its brain in half from the inside, and it falls limp and slides
I,
right off your blade.
I'm very happy. You know, I don't have any issues with blood, but I do not like this kind of mush on my blade. So I will take the time to crouch down and like let my blade,
You
you know, like
you wipe your
sink
blade
into the
on
dirt.
his you wipe your blade on his leather breeches, cleaning the brain mush off.
Ew.
Starting to be like Michonne of Walking Dead.
So it's going hardcore about it.
Oscar, by the way, do you have anything to help us detect or find undead?
No, I
Well,
don't. I'm sorry.
That's
no
paladins.
worries. Okay, but I'm kind of curious about these practices of undead. I'm not very familiar with them. Do you know what they're like? Like, have you heard anything about undead?
Only that they're dead.
If only we weren't first level.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we have anything pressing on us right away. We could just rest and use the hit die to heal Torga, or I could just give him a handful of berries and we can press on.
I'll just use second wind.
You can go ahead and use second wind. Or if you want to also eat berries, you can eat berries. That is what you see in front of you is kind of a an overhanging ledge.
A ledge?
Yeah, the little dotted lines. Can you see the dotted lines?
Ah, there. Okay. Well, I'll approach the ledge and do a perception check to see if there's anything important there, and otherwise, and we'll continue to move forward.
Okay.
What is in this area? Anything worth it? I'm not seeing anything, so I keep moving.
Yeah, you walk in there and hang on, don't move anymore. You walk in there and a round, high ceiling cave opens here. It has two narrow exits, one leading north and the other south. A flat boulder sits in the center of the cave. It's about 6 feet across and 8 feet long and 3 feet high. Dark stains color its top. Araya, as you walk in, you notice rocks start flying your way
Wait, from which direction?
from behind you.
Oh crap.
As you walk past that overhanging ledge, you notice rocks start flying at you. I
Is
need
there any...
you to make me
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw.
Tiny.
Actually, I need everybody, since everybody just walked in, to go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
And not the hash word.
Yeah, not Ashhart. Torga, why do you have advantage on your dex save?
I have no idea. I didn't click advantage.
I think you have the effects for yeah, you have the effect for poison done wrong. That's why it's giving you advantage.
Okay.
I got the same thing
Yeah,
too. I
Osgrim,
pulled it from the website.
yeah, it's wrong. It shouldn't be advantage on poison. You should just be resistant to poison.
Can you remove the effect for me?
And for Torga.
Yeah, I'll just remove the advantage part and keep you resistant to poison. It's the way Fantasy Grounds does this thing. You will have to remember that you have advantage on Constitution saving throws or any saving throws when it comes to poison. So yeah,
Gotcha.
I'll go ahead and give you guys what you rolled. Everybody except Varian succeeds. Varian, you take 11 damage as you are pelted by rocks from both these zombies standing on the sledge behind you guys.
Oh my god, Varian, are you okay? Holy crap.
That hurts.
Wow.
And everybody go ahead and roll me initiative as the zombies jump off the ledge and onto the ground, and each zombie takes... damn it. Each zombie takes 2 damage of 2 bludgeoning damage as they fall from that 10-foot ledge. And you hear them go. Araya, you are next.
Okay, so I'm going to actually rush forward to intercept that zombie number 1 before it can kill off Varian.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, thank God. So 7 damage, and would I have an object interaction to maybe move Varian behind me? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's going to be a contested strength versus acrobatics check. You roll me athletics, Varian roll me acrobatics. As you try to push Varian, he doesn't take kindly to that and just stands firm. And
I
that
figured he'd want to be behind me while he heals, but okay.
and that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
This zombie, after you kind of slashed it, takes offense to that, and it raises its hand up into the air and slams it into you for a hit.
Alrighty, at least it's not him. Yeah, go ahead.
And only does 2 measly
Oh.
damage.
Yay.
You kind of shrug it off. It looks as though the zombie didn't put all its weight into that slam.
Alright.
The second zombie here, seeing you standing in front of it, Blue, raises its hands up in the air and slams them into you with both fists balled. And it misses.
Luckily, I can hide behind my shield and my mighty hide armor.
You actually jump back a couple of inches as both his fists come down, and he misses you completely. Varian, your turn.
I am I think I'm gonna dodge.
You can actually disengage and move away if you'd like.
Okay, yeah.
Or you could just stay there, because I will heal you before they get another chance to hit you. And
Okay.
both of them are focused on somebody else. It'll give you a chance to get just free attacks on them. Maybe you can kill one.
He also has second wind.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you could bonus action. You could stay here, bonus action, heal yourself, and then attack it. Or you can disengage and bonus action second wind.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try bonus action second wind. So that's a 1d10.
Is a nuts.
That's 1.
I can actually set it up really quick in your actions if you don't mind. Is it already in your actions?
Yeah, it looks like it's just populating right now.
So that's
Yeah,
1d10
preemptively click.
plus 1. Actually, let's see if I can. Oh, yeah, I can. You managed to heal 4 points back.
Alright, cool.
You can only use that once. Ah, crap! I didn't mean to delete it. Stupid me. You can only use that once per short rest.
Yeah, cool.
And you can if you're gonna attack, go ahead and roll the attack on the zombie.
Attacking my short sword. That hit?
You don't have him targeted. Yes, that's a hit.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's enough to kind of leave him pretty wounded.
I'm gonna swing my great axe at zombie 2.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Crunch. Crunch.
Yeah, you
Wow.
swing your great axe into him, and your great axe bites deep into his shoulder blade, doing max
Ooh.
damage. Blue, it is your turn.
Wow, Blue's gonna just look at his scimitar for a minute thinking he's not gonna top that. Blue's like, I got this, and then all of a sudden a axe comes out of nowhere. Oh, wait, I did get him.
That is awesome damage too.
Oh, let's see if he's still alive.
Man, I must be like the king of kill stealing.
Oh, as you cleave into him with your scimitar, it looks as though he's actually dying, but he quickly just stands straight up with 1 hit point left.
No.
Alright, Osgrim is going to reach out and touch Varian on the shoulder and tell him, do not worry, I'm here. And he heals him.
Okay. Yeah, we have to add the extra +3, so that would be 9, 10, 11, 12. You heal Varian back to full.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. And I will pass. Or end my turn.
I will send Skeletal Hand toward the most damaged zombie.
Where are you at?
Alrighty.
Actually, don't you have to see? Yeah, you can see your target from there. Again, we're gonna see if this guy survives. Yeah, he survives.
That is so aggravating. But I will hit the one that is right in front of me, ignoring the fact that they keep coming back up.
You stab that one. You stab that
And
one.
while it's dying, I will move over here and hope that it stays dead. But I'm not quite sure, so I look.
And you see him. He kind of slumps over, and then again he stands himself back up. Kind of catches himself before he slumps over.
This is quite enraging, but I'm not raging just yet, so yes. Well, should I?
Yeah,
Sure,
the effect of
I'll bonus action rage. Yeah.
You sure you want to do that? Cause
I wouldn't waste it.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been having such bad times of doing my rage. Okay, screw the rage. Never mind, never mind. I've been doing it all the wrong times.
Um, this zombie after you hit it is kind of agitated with you and raises both its fists up in the air and comes down to slam at you for a miss. You definitely jump out of the way as his fists smash into the ground. This second zombie, after you almost cleaved it in half, Torga raises his hands up into the air and actually he doesn't raise his hands up into the air. He kind of slams his body into you and hits you for 4 damage. And Varian, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to attack zombie 1 with my short swords.
Yep. That will be a hit. Don't you love zombies? They're so weak. Before you make your second attack. Oh, your first attack slides right into his skull, crushing his brain, and you kill him. He outright just falls dead to the floor, slipping off your blade. You still have your bonus action attack.
Yeah, am I close enough to zombie 2?
No, but you can move on the diagonal and get next to him. Zombies. The crappiest armor ever.
Okay, I'm going to attack zombie 2.
Yep. Yeah, as you try to attack him, kind of squeezing between your allies makes you fumble a little bit with your sword, and you don't get the attack quite off, and you miss him completely. That's the end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
Turga, your turn.
I'm going to swing my great axe at zombie 2 again.
Go for it. That is a hit. As your great axe cleaves into him, you see that he kind of slumps over, but as he's almost falling to the floor, he catches himself and stands back up.
Alright, maybe I can hit him while he's trying to stand up.
Yep.
Alright, think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Oh,
It's a hit.
that looks kind of happy.
All right.
That's not
Stay
enough.
down.
He actually stays down.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Okay.
5 plus 7 is 13. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 12. No, he does get back up.
Okay.
And stay down. Oops, wait, no, he's getting back up.
Hasbin's going to target zombie 2
Mhm.
and call down upon it with his sacred flame.
Okay. You can see my rolls now, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you pray to Moradin and the holy fire rains down upon him, you notice that he starts to burn and just burns down to cinders. His unholy unlife leaves him as he dies.
Radiant is the way to do it.
Yep.
Woohoo! Thank God.
Okay, you guys have 2 directions to go, north or south. North is left, south is nope. Yeah, north is right, south is left.
I kind of like the small passage, which I assume is going south. That's to our left.
No, they're both small passages.
I'm like, right is right, don't you think? And I move this way, and I'm going to look down it. What do I see from here?
How far does your
60 feet of viewing. So what do I see when I stand here?
And I would like to do the same on the other passage.
You
once
see
we
that
get
it
the
kind of
chance.
churns. You have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yes, I do.
And also, if we're not in a rush, we can always stop and rest. Let people, let Ash get his spells back, get the second winds back, and heal up.
I'm not gonna give you a long rest here. It's you guys figure it's kind of dangerous having come across all these zombies.
Oh, short rest, I thought, like for the second wind stuff.
Nah, it's kind of dangerous for you guys. This really isn't a very defensible position for any kind of rest. There's 3 ways in.
No worries.
Well, I can give 2 berries to Aurea. I might have said that right, and 6 to Torga to at least heal him up.
I think
Okay.
it's Araya. Am I saying it right?
Aurea,
Araya.
like Rhea and O, like Aurora Borealis. So Aurea.
You know, you can correct me if I'm saying your name wrong.
No
I will
worries.
not get offended.
I'm so used to everyone getting names wrong that I'm like, it's fine. It's pronouns. You can pronounce it any way you like.
Well, it's like my screen name I use on Twitch. People used to call me Sickus.
Isn't it Psychus?
Yes, it's Sickus, but
Okay.
people used to call me Sickus. It was hilarious. I had one guy call me Psycho. It's like, okay, there. That's a little
That was an insult, deliberate.
yeah.
Thanks for the healing berries. How do they taste? Do they taste pretty good? Or do they taste like,
It tastes like blueberries. Hopefully
Magically
nobody's allergic.
delicious, I'd guess.
Hopefully
in
nobody's
Barovia,
allergic.
they did not taste good, by the way. Like, every character I had that had to eat them, it was always like, oh yeah, they taste awful. And I'm like, oh, hell.
Well, technically, if you summon them in Barovia, I think they were rotten.
That makes sense.
I think, aren't watermelons technically berries? Can I just be carrying around like 10 watermelons every time I cast this spell?
Yeah, no. I don't see how you're gonna carry 10 watermelons.
You can heal a hit point, but you gotta eat this whole watermelon
Yeah, that'd be
in
hilarious.
one round.
So yeah, you guys don't see much. You're with your dark vision.
I will mention that it seems to get a bit narrower further down on the right,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to go whichever way everyone would like to go.
Doesn't bother. It doesn't matter to me if you want to go the way I'm facing. I'll lead down, let my dark vision see what it can help.
Sure.
So it looks like we're all going left.
Let me try to be stealthy as much as I can in my chainmail.
Oh, if you're trying to be stealthy, yeah, I'll do my best to.
I'm going to cast. Does guidance work on this, or is it bless? I believe it's guidance, correct?
Yeah,
Guidance.
you still have disadvantage though.
Oh wow, my little fat butt got a 22.
Rolling one more time, you have disadvantage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put my disadvantage on then.
Yes, we are totally not stealthy.
Well, you just had to roll the dice one more time.
Oh, and believe it or not, a watermelon is technically a type of berry called a pepo.
Yeah, it is a berry. It's just I don't see how you'd be carrying a 10
But
watermelons.
strawberries are not berries. Huh.
From there, Osgrim, you can see this.
I whisper back to everybody. It seems to open up in a little room. What it looks like passages to the When we're going south, that'll be east, west, and one off to continuing south.
This narrow passage is about 10 feet high in most places, with rough, irregular walls protruding. Spurs on the walls are coated in dried blood. Eventually, the narrow passage widens out. This star-shaped cavern ahead has many clefts in its walls, only two across. One second. Only two across the cavern seem large enough to traverse. Three zombies lurch about the area. One is costumed like a bear, another is dressed as a lady in a frilly dress and thick makeup, and the last is costumed as a jester with jiggling bells on its collar and sleeves. You guys weren't stealthy enough, so as you see the zombies, you hear they moan at you guys and take a few steps back.
Wait, these wouldn't be the former people from that circus caravan, would they?
Maybe.
From those first bandits we found? That
Good
had the
question.
wagons with cages?
Oh, yeah, that with the circus beasts and animal thingies.
Maybe.
Oh, do we re-roll initiative?
Oh yeah.
Come on, be faster than a zombie. Oh.
Oh, yay! So I will attack the one closest to me, which is number 3. Oh, okay, that did hit. Yay. Okay, and that would be my turn. And yeah.
Ice Cream's going to pull out his hammer and decide to attack zombie number 3.
Okay.
And he failed miserably.
That is how you miss a zombie.
All right, I'm going to move up to zombie number 3 and attack with my
Up.
short sword.
You can't stand on the same square somebody is standing on.
Did you have them targeted?
I
Nope.
thought I did this. There we go.
I got it.
And offhand.
Roll low, roll low.
And this zombie number 3 looks as though it's falling. He manages to catch himself and stands back up.
I'm gonna move and attack with my great axe.
Okay. And zombies.
Does zombie 1 and 2 look like they want to be adjacent to each other? Do they look like they miss each other?
Zombie 1 and 2, nope.
Yeah, maybe they seem to they miss one another and they want to be adjacent.
He actually still survives. Just barely hanging in there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to throw a skeletal hand at zombie 1.
Okay.
I was making reference all the times I ask you if they were adjacent.
Yeah, I know. They're not. Zombie 1 will slam into you, Varian, as he kind of shoulder blocks you, and you quickly jump out of the way, and he misses you. Zombie 2 Blue will backhand you with his crusty hand, going. Rrrr. And you also manage to duck as his hand comes flying across the top of your head. Zombie number 3 will shoulder block into you, Osgrim, for a miss. You raise your shield, and he pushes into your shield, but you push him back away from you. Blue, it is your turn.
Phew. Good thing I bought that premium hide armor, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Well, let's go old school again. Let me try using the scimitar on zombie number 2. Cause slice, cause slice. Oh,
You are making Drist proud of you.
The Drizzt.
I'm not sure who this Drizzt guy is, but I need to get his autograph.
I will
A
again
Drow
target
Ranger.
zombie number 3 going, why don't you die already? Because I'm so annoyed with them. And while it's dying, can I actually move forward, or should I wait and see whether it's gonna come back up?
You can actually move forward.
Okay, so I will move forward.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come back up. It dies.
Oh, thank God. Okay, fine.
You managed
And
to hit the right spot and end its unlife.
Oh, I give him almost mini cheer, but then I'm like, oh yeah, there are 2 others, damn it. And that's my turn.
And Ogrim, it is your turn.
Osgrim is going to target zombie number 2.
Yep.
And hope that his prayers will be answered with a sacred flame.
Yeah, Morden answers your prayers, and
Woohoo!
holy fire rains down upon the zombie. Next. Varian, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move up to zombie number 1 and attack with my short swords. My second attack. That's all.
Okay.
I'm gonna move and attack zombie 2 with my great axe.
Okay. Yeah, you've hit the right spot with your great axe and managed to end his unlife.
Sending a skeletal hand towards everyone.
Yep. Zombie 1, seeing you move in closer, Rhea slams into you shoulder, with his shoulder hitting you
Yes.
for
Oof.
6
Yeah.
points of damage. Blue, it is your turn.
Alright. Let me hit him with some fire, see if that works.
Okay.
Oh, maybe. Is it going to be another attack of the Kill Steel Master?
We will see. He stands
Ah.
back up.
Okay. And I will slam into it with my rapier saying, "Stay down!" And on. And then I wait for a moment to see if it comes stumbling back up.
He stands back up.
Oh
Wait,
my
were we supposed to
god.
aim for the head or the spleen? I'm confused.
You
I,
know,
I
this is
turn
this is
I do turn
hilarious.
towards a shirt, and say, maybe target this one with that thing. Maybe it cannot gain health points after that. I don't know, but yeah.
I actually know
Oh,
the effect cast on him fades when he dies.
oh my god.
I'm going to reach out and try to tap him again, or tap this one with the Sacred Flame.
All right, go for it. Yeah, your god's not tired of hearing your prayers, so the holy fire comes down and turns this one into a pile of ash. And
Awesome.
as the last zombie dies and Ashheart walks into the to the cave, you hear from kind of a distance a shrill voice in the it says, "You dare enter the pit yourselves against the Lord of Lance Rock? Death is your reward." And you hear a faint cackling as though it's moving backwards, and I need everybody to give me constitution sorry, dexterity saving throws as rocks begin to fall down from all around you.
We don't want this to turn into a rocks fall, everyone dies situation.
I know.
Everybody that got higher than a 10 takes 5 damage. Ashheart, you take the full 10 damage. So that actually knocks Ashheart out.
Oh,
I try to give him medical attention.
Are you gonna pop
I,
some good berries into his mouth?
I got 2 left, sure.
I do have a healing kit, if that makes a difference.
And I will go ahead and give you guys a short rest.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you pop a good berry into his mouth, and everybody gets a short rest.
Alright. Got 1 berry left. Then I actually got to dig into spell slots.
Awesome.
Can a short use that hour to cast Find Familiar?
Did you buy the components for it?
Yeah, they were under 10 gold pieces, so yeah.
Yeah, if you've bought the components for it, you can actually use that hour to cast Find Familiar.
Do you guys want me to make some more berries, or should we wait and see if I need the spell slot for something else?
Save the spell slots, and I do have a kit over here that we might be able to use to stabilize people. I mean, if it comes down to the wire, let's save that slot just in case.
Okay, because I haven't used any spell slots yet, so.
What form is your familiar taking? William?
Yes,
What form is your familiar taking?
an owl.
Okay.
And if you give me a few seconds, I'll go grab it.
No, I can give you the party sheet for the owl. Do you have to actually log off and log back in to do it? Are you serious? I didn't load the monster manual. The owl will always go on your initiative. So, yeah, which way are you guys going? You kind of heard the voices coming from this direction, where you see the red pointer.
Oh, I would dash over then. But would anyone else stop me from going that way?
Actually, as you look that way, you notice that that passage is quite too narrow for you to fit through.
Oh, heck.
It
Okay.
looks as though it's just a peephole.
Okay, fine. Which way do y'all
Fuck.
think then?
If only I was one level higher and I could turn into a little critter and go check that out.
How tall is this? It's pretty high. It's what do you call it? There's no way to get a better vantage point or anything, right?
No, it's just a peephole.
Okay. So
We do have the owl now if you want to send that.
oh yes, that's a good
It's
point.
it's too narrow for him to really fly through it.
We could check to the south. Check one of those passages to see if it loops back around.
Yeah,
Ooh, the owl. What's the distance of the owl's dark vision?
Give me a second.
120 feet.
So to tell us what's in the south and east and west tunnels.
These other tunnels aren't really tunnels. They're just kind of cracks in the wall.
Okay.
And in this area down here, where where I'm moving the arrow to once it cooperates with me. Right here
Maybe.
is a small iron chest.
Oh, okay. I will investigate and see what it is.
You check the chest for any traps, and there aren't any traps. And as you open it, you notice that it's empty.
Alrighty.
You just got trolled, and it's not my fault. It's actually the game.
Don't hate the DM, hate the game.
Asher, do you want to send your owl ahead so we have some forewarning if somebody's gonna drop rocks on us again?
Yeah. He's going to go at stealth, so half speed.
Worries, and I'll actually join him in stealth.
So half speed, he can go. The movement would be 30 feet.
Okay. I'll go ahead and move him then. You should be able to move the token. It's not locked. Right there he can see
Yep.
that.
So he had advantage on perception.
Right there he can see that it just the tunnel curves a little bit, so all he can see is the wall.
I'd rather not. I'd rather have him ready to come back instead of dashing.
Okay. So you're gonna have
So
him.
I'll follow up behind Yal.
So the owl flies back over to Ashhart. And how far are you gonna go, Arya?
Oh, I was just following.
It's not what I meant. I meant instead of doing another 30 feet this round, he would ready in action to fly back if something happened.
Okay.
If like a monster showed up or something.
Okay. So he's here.
If you wait another 6 seconds, he'll go another 30 feet.
And Arya, that's as far as you're gonna move.
Yes, I'm looking behind me and wondering whether anyone else is gonna follow me, and then I turn back towards Yal, wondering if it's gonna move ahead or if it sees something weird.
So another 6 seconds go by. What are you gonna do with the owl?
He's there looking around, slowly looking around the corner.
You can actually see that this opens into a bigger room.
And I think that's the end of his 30 feet for that 6 seconds.
And again, as you guys follow up behind the owl down the tunnel, it's been another 6 seconds. It's the owl's turn.
He's warily looking here before making his last move.
Again, all the owl sees is just a really big chamber. Plunk.
So the last of his 30 feet.
And this is what the owl sees. This passage opens
Coffin?
into
I'm sorry.
this passage opens into an enormous cavern illuminated by several guttering torches set in scones on the wall. The floor is uneven and the ceiling is 40 feet up. 3 flat black boulders near the passage serve as tables for human corpses. Severed body parts sit in baskets by the corpses covered in dry gore. A figure in a dark hood stands by the third table, its back to you, matted hair just from the hood, and the figure holds a bone needle threaded with dark cord in its hand. Farther to the west, a stone chair climbs the north wall, ending near the ceiling. A stone slab like a counter juts from the wall across the room. From the base of the stairs, it holds saws, knives, and other tools. 4 skeletons stand beyond this tool bench, guarding a wide passage that exits to the west. But actually, I don't know why they didn't break that into two parts. What you actually see first is not all of that, and I should have stopped reading a little bit. But what you notice is kind of like right in front of you on these coffins here. You see you see 4 crawling claws and a zombie standing next to one of the coffins. The hooded figure is a zombie, and within the baskets you see crawling claws come up. I don't know why it says there was a passage to the west. Oh, there's a passage to the west. Okay, no, that's right. They did break it up. I apologize. Go ahead and roll me initiative. I'll give the owl a chance to fly back to you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Hey Kevin, I fixed my resistance. I figured out how to do the advanced save for poison. Can you clear the
Yep.
what I have on me?
Yep.
I believe that's what the effect should look like.
You know what? I will actually put that on Targa as well. And I'll actually give you guys a chance to say that you all managed to move into the room. So I'm set up kind of... Yeah, set up as long as you don't go past this line. Blue, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure your headset didn't die out on you again.
Oh no, I moved up.
Okay. I'm assuming you put the owl in a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
You'll have to
You'll
do
have
that on your turn. Because we started combat with Osgrim first.
Alright, I'm going to target the Crawling Claw 5 and hit it with a Sacred Flame.
Yep. It fails its saving throw. As your as your holy fire rains down on it, and again you manage to disintegrate this undead creature.
I'm gonna move up and attack Crawling Claw 1 with my great axe.
Okay. As you move up to that crawling claw, you notice that it kind of stands on the what would be the where the arm meets the hand, and it snaps at you like cousin it. Or I'm sorry, like thing.
Yeah. Adam's Family.
Yep. I love that movie. That movie's fucking
That's my
awesome.
turn.
Oh, I was actually talking about the TV show.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen reruns of the TV show because I didn't grow up during the TV show, but I love the movie. The movie was awesome. Blue, it is your turn.
Yep. I'm going to see if I can set it on fire before it starts growing a duplicate ash body. Well, not with 1 point of damage.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the 2 points of damage. you kill that one.
I'll take that pity damage and
Here.
not complain.
Your mode of fire turns that one to ash as well.
So I turned it to ash before it turned into ash.
Yes.
I'll pull off my rapier and go into a rage and run towards that zombie who seems to be the root cause of all of our hassles. And then, well, actually that's the -1, so that's still a miss.
Yeah.
Still a miss. So yeah.
When you try to stab at it, the zombie goes kind of moves its torso out of the way, and you miss.
Okay.
Varian, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to the zombie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack with my sword short. I'm gonna target it.
Here, I'll target him for you. Go ahead. That's a hit. And as you stab at him with your first attack, the main hand weapon, you stab deep into his chest.
And with my offhand.
That's also a hit. With your offhand, you come at a lower angle and stab it up into his torso from below his rib cage.
And that's the end of my turn.
This crawling claw will move off this table and come over to you, and it also stands on the portion that looks like it was attached to a hand, and snaps at you like a thing, and then jumps at you trying to claw at your face. And you kind of, as it jumps up, you smack it back down with the flat of your blade. Claw number 4 will also attempt to claw at you, jumping at you from the table here. That one also, as it jumps at you, with your offhand, you smack it back and it lands back on top of the table. Ashhart, your turn.
I will send Owly ahead to give help to whoever is gonna attack Zombie next.
Okay. Oh, he's floating over here.
And I will do Acid Splash.
Okay. On who? Who are you casting Acid Splash on?
Or the 2 hands already did.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding the rules right, because that's always how the GMs have done it with me. I give advantage to the other ones, and with flyby, my owl doesn't get hit. It just goes to distract on their turn.
Yeah, I'm
Is
not.
that
Yeah. I don't attack familiars.
okay?
I only attack familiars if I cast like a fireball or something, and you don't have them sitting in your pocket.
So I hurl a bubble of acid.
I'm gonna give you the pity damage and kill that claw. The owl is assisting, and he is holding its action to assist anyone that attacks the zombie. The zombie, having been stabbed twice by your swords, Varian, slams into you, kind of like headbutting you. And he will headbutt you, putting most of his strength into that attack, and you kind of take a step back from that being a little dazed. Osgrim, your turn.
Okay. I'm going ahead and hit the zombie with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, Moradin is tired of hearing your prayers, so nothing happens.
I'm gonna move up and attack the claw with my great axe.
Yes. By the way, Ashhart, as your acid melted that other hand, it gave you the Terminator thumbs up as it melted into the acid.
Nice.
And Blue, it is your turn.
Yeah, that claw number 3.
Yes.
I know he's between like 2 coffins, right?
Uh,
Can I actually see him to try and hit him with Produce Flame?
no. They're blocking your line of sight. He has full cover from you. It's a tiny creature. You can't even see it.
I gotcha. That's why I figured I'd ask. However, I can move out to there, and I bet I can see that zombie.
Yep, you can see
Because
the
that owl
zombie.
doesn't take up much room.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep, you're good to hit that zombie.
Yeah, let's see if I can set him on fire. You gotta love when you hit on a 4.
You would actually hit on a 3.
Would I really?
Yeah. Zombies don't have much AC.
Wow.
And anyone that's DM'd would know that. Yeah, your Produce Flame hits him dead in the chest, and starts catching his rotting clothes on fire, and they begin to like fall off of him and turn to ash on the floor.
Yeah, oddly, I have yet to DM 5th edition.
Really?
I'm
You-
sure I will eventually.
You should join Adventures League online team.
What, inflict my bad DMing on people? Oh, jeez.
You can't be as bad as I am.
I haven't DM'd Dungeons & Dragons since 3.5, the old Living Greyhawk.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I kind of skipped over 4th edition, because I'm like, nope, not doing it.
I heard bad things about 4th edition. Araya,
You
your
should
turn.
believe all of them.
Okay, and so yes, I will take my rapier and I will attempt to hit this time since the last time I missed so awfully,
You have advantage because the owl is assisting you with that.
which I will definitely appreciate. Yes. So yes, I hit with my rage. Oh, that was close, and yes, so
Due to time constraints, I'm not rolling. You managed to kill him.
great.
Cause yeah, after this encounter, we're done.
Okay.
Just picturing her angrily stabbing with a rapier.
Very much.
A dwarf. Or, no, she's
Being
not
a-
dwarf.
She's an
Ganassi.
Genasi. Being extremely frustrated with the zombies you've fought in the past, you angrily and repeatedly stab at this one to make sure it's dead and stays on the
Yes,
ground.
I'm dismembering him quite definitely. I'm like, here's an ankle, here's a wrist.
Yeah. And Varian, it is your turn.
I can see you screaming, "Why won't you die?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna step back and use a second wind.
Well, you don't have to step back to use second wind. You can use it as a bonus action.
Okay, well, I'll go
And
ahead
if you step back, you'll get an attack. It'll get an attack of opportunity on you,
Gotcha. Alright.
unless
I'll go ahead.
you're disengaging.
Nah, okay, so for my main action, I'll go ahead and attack Crawling Claw 3 with my sword.
Yep, you only get one attack because your other action is going to be the.
Yeah.
Wait. That was a miss though.
Marion, welcome to the club
Wait.
of missing zombies.
Yeah, seeing that this.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Yeah, seeing that this thing is a tiny hand, you try to stab at it and it quickly rushes out of the way, crawling on all 5 of its fingers, and you miss. I don't understand how a freaking claw has more AC than a zombie.
Fingers are quite dexy.
I'm done.
This claw, having seen that you tried to stab it, tries to actually attack Torga. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh my god, man.
I'm just curious what a critical
I
hit from a
am,
crawling claw
yeah.
is.
It's
I guess it depends where he puts his fingers.
they coded this wrong. So it's Targa, you take 5 damage.
Okay.
They coded it wrong, so it actually has no damage.
Oh my gosh.
But it's supposed to be 1d4. Ashhart, your turn.
I'm calling for Ali's help.
Okay.
I'm sending a skeletal hand.
Okay. That's a hit. Yeah, the skeletal hand comes up and grabs the claw and kind of just mangles it a little bit, and it dies. And we're gonna leave that here. You guys can see that this whole area is lit up. So you see this passageway back here with some stairs to the side. And actually, as all of you move up to this area, you guys can set up around Araya.
Oh yeah, I was basically dashing so that I could try to like get any hostiles before my rage actually goes, but considering the distance, my rage has definitely fallen.
Yeah. It's been about a minute, and as you guys all get there, and we'll keep the same initiative for next time. You guys see in this area you see four skeletons, and you notice a human standing off to the side, so he's kind of hiding behind this wall over here.
Thanks for running.
Yep. Thank you guys for coming again. I apologize. I will not be here for next Thursday, but I will be here for the Thursday after that.
Okay. Any experience points to be awarded or anything?
Actually, I'll give you the experience points after you finish this, because I'm assuming that's going to give you enough to level up to the to level 3. I'm hoping it's going to give you enough to get to level 3.
Okay.
If not, I'll
Good
just
night, everyone.
magic some. Yeah, that should definitely give you enough to get level 3.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yep. Good night.
Good night. Thanks.
I know.
All right. Is there a
Thank you for
bunch more
running.
to this, or
Yeah, there's some more stuff.
User
There's a
disconnected from your
few more
channel.
caves
User
and stuff.
disconnected from your channel. Microphone muted.
Everybody
yeah,
on
this thing
Twitch,
keeps going. It's
User
huge.
disconnected from
thank
your
you
channel.
for-
Disconnected from your
for
channel.
watching.
All right. That
Have a
sounds
good
like
night.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
User Microphone disconnected activated. from your
Quick
Yep.
channel.
question: how do we save our character sheet, by the way? From here, like, there's a certain thing like save or something, right?
Your character sheet automatically saves on my server. You don't have to save or anything.
Oh, okay. I wasn't quite sure. Okay.
Yeah, and when you come back, it'll pop up only for you.
Oh, perfect.
You know,
Yay.
I
Okay.
have wanted to ask you something. I can't remember what I wanted to ask you. Whatever. If I remember, I could just message you on Facebook. we're in the same.
can.
We're in the same group.
Yes. No worries. Okay. See you then, and good luck at the convention.
I hope I get something good. See ya.
I'm sure you will. There's so much shiny lately. Every time like somebody goes to convention, they're like, this happened and that happened. I'm like, you're gonna see Matt Mercer. I don't think it could get any better than that. But
I hope I can see him. I hope that they don't limit me to just sitting by the D&D tables, and I can actually wander around the floor with my badge.
I'm like, how are you playing like games the whole day, or will you have like an hour or two of freedom?
I'm sure I'll get like an hour or two of freedom.
It'd be good.
I mean, if anything, that should probably give me my first dedicated DM, because I think
That is true.
we just did 3 hours. I'm missing 9 more hours.
Yeah, I think one day of DMing over there, you should be good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and I'm sure they'll have some really unique stuff as well if you do any of the convention kind of games.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
I was
But yeah.
I was hoping, since I know the other adventure 5-2 is coming out soon, that we were premiering that at this convention, but the RC isn't going to show.
Ah.
Yeah, kind of sucks.
Well, at least you'll be able to run it the week after next week.
Yeah.
You're almost there anyway.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that this one didn't come with a fantasy ground thing.
I know, it is one of those things where I'm like, really? Because I know, yeah, sure, there are legal issues and there's like the whole profit stuff, but yeah, it takes a while